If your Facebook ads aren't converting, everyone's going to tell you to adjust your targeting, change your creatives, find a new audience, lower your CPM. Here's what nobody's going to tell you. None of that actually matters if your position is broken. And most entrepreneurs and business owners I'm speaking to currently running ads have broken positioning, and they don't even know it yet. Now, I've ran ads for the past 5 years for businesses all over the world in a plethora of different industries. Currently, we focus a lot on coaches, consultants, high-ticket business owners online. We've helped clients make hundreds of thousands a month, and we've also helped clients make multi-five figures within the first week of working with us. But on the other hand of that, I've also watched coaches spend thousands of dollars every single month with no return. Now, the difference wasn't necessarily the ads, it's more so what the ads are built on and the foundations. So with that being said, in this video, I'm going to show you our exact framework and how we step-by-step break down our ads. Firstly, before we even launch them, so that we know that we're going to have a more profitable campaign with better performance and better data and better results. So I'm going to jump into the laptop. Let's get into it. The profitable ads formula. I've put most business owners leave 100,000 on the table every year, when in fact it's hundreds of thousands a month, millions a year, because they haven't cracked the code on predictable ads. So in this presentation, I'm just going to show you our exact frameworks that we've implemented. So this is stuff that's working for me, but also for other successful founders that I've spoken with. And it's essentially just going to help you build a sustainable, profitable engine within your business. Firstly, why this matters and who is this for? So you're the right fit for this video if you're currently running ads, but you're uncertain on your return on your investment, return on your ad spend. You want to scale without actually burning cash. You're ready to think differently about your offers and how to structure it. And then you're also committed to testing and refining. Right? Obviously, this isn't going to work if you're not willing to put in the time, energy, and effort to make it work. Here's what I know. Like I said, I've worked with about 200 plus businesses at this time. 3x their ad returns by fixing one thing: how they position their offer within the ads. Now, I just want to quickly cover what you're getting. So within this slide, essentially what I'm going to cover is your ideal customer, so your ICP, the irresistible offer, the winning ads, and then the follow-up. So with your ICP, we just want to easily identify the type of people to target with the ads and the offer to maximize profit. With the offer, how are we creating an offer people can't refuse? So again, taking like a lot of proven frameworks and lessons by the likes of Alex Hormozi, Russell Brunson, etc., etc. The winning ad, so this is how you structure the sales copy, the creative. Then the follow-up, what happens after? This is where most go wrong, so conversion. Obviously, we all know leads are useless. You can't take your leads to a grocery store and then buy yourself some fucking pickles. You need to actually convert those into sales and have cash into your till. So that's just the thing around here. For those of you that don't know, I don't care about leads. We care about what's the actual return on the investment. So firstly, it's just clearly defining your ideal customer profile, or just your customer avatar, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people call it a bunch of different shit. Most ads fail because they talk to everyone, which means in turn, you talk to no one. Your ICP isn't just a demographic. It's a very specific person with a very specific pain point. Again, that's going to entail specific budget, what their specific buying triggers are, what their hobbies are, what are their interests, what do they do in their spare time, like do they hold themselves accountable, are they that kind of person, etc. So you really want to get detailed in this and make like a document specifically for your ideal customer, so you know all of these key points, which is ultimately going to allow you to articulate to them their pains and their problems and their desires better than they would themselves. So once you get this right, it's a waterfall effect or a stream down effect from everything else. And ultimately everything else clicks into place. But this is the first step. It's the most crucial because a lot of people get this wrong. Now, the ICP blueprint. So what to know? Again, I briefly discussed this. Demographic, income, age, location, job title. Basically determining whether or not they can afford your solution. So are they financially qualified? Specific pain, what keeps them up at night, what's costing them money. And this can be a significant driver within the ad creative and ad angle. And then their current solution, what are they using now? Why doesn't it work? This is your differentiator story. So you're essentially shifting their belief from this is what you're currently doing, this is our solution, we bridge that gap. And then showing why you're different. Super important, and that's ultimately going to become your USP, your unique selling point, is your method, your solution is your unique mechanism. Therefore, it's something completely different in the market. It's probably not, but you're just going to repackage it as if it is, which is going to shift their belief in, okay, I'm doing something wrong, I need to do this, right? And they see you as the authority, therefore they jump. Finally, budget and authority. Can they say yes? Do they have control of the budget? If not, you're targeting the wrong person. You need to speak to a decision maker. Now we've got building the offer your customers cannot refuse. The offer is the foundation. Get it wrong, no amount of ad spend can kind of fix it. Typically, the offer just removes risks and adds certainty. So number one, money back guarantee, not super important, does help, at least just get like those first few across the line, especially if you're running ads to a cold audience that don't know you, trust you, or really like you right off the start. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not necessary. It's not going to be like the make or break, but it is going to help you a little bit. Number two is just a time-based incentive. So we do want to create genuine urgency, not just like limited spots available now, but we can have like a price bump. You know, maybe you'll do a cohort of the first 10, 20 people, or maybe you just genuinely can only fulfill a certain amount of people. And then if you state that within your marketing messaging, it does create a bit of urgency around it of like, okay, they need to act now. And third is just your value stack. So rather than deducting value, so doing a discount, we want to value stack as much as possible, add additional bonuses, and therefore they see, okay, what this is worth, it's insane value. Now we have the ad that converts. So the structure and the psychology. So the winning ad formula. This is primarily for video, works the exact same with image and static, but we have hook, promise, social proof, typically some sort of objection killer, and then CTA. So hook is obviously just what's going to stop the scroll. So it needs to be boldacious, it needs to be different, it needs to pattern interrupt the usual scrolling pattern people are in. Promise, we just want to show specific outcome and say this is what we can do for you in X time frame. Social proof, there's so much noise out there, so if you don't add social proof, like at the beginning of this video, I gave some social proof as to why I'm a person to listen to when it comes to the specific matter. It's the exact same when it comes to ads. Sprinkling it in helps significantly. CTA, obviously people just need direction when it comes to taking action. So ad copy that sells, the three essential elements: specificity, clarity, and urgency. Specificity, you want to get specific on numbers, specific on data as well. So increase revenue by 300%, 30% beats, grow your business. Numbers and specificity wins time and time again. Clarity, we want to be extremely specific with what we say and how we say it because every second counts. Obviously they're scrolling. We want to make sure that we actually capture their attention. Lastly, urgency, as I tapped in before on the last slide, limited spots, price increase, deadline, urgency. Now, after they click, the conversion between lead to customer, arguably the most important part. Most businesses fail here. They go silent right after the click, or they're waiting too long, and therefore these people are already kind of top of mind price shopping or looking at other options, and therefore you kind of lose them when they're hottest. So within this particular chart, I've mapped out emails, but realistically, if you're running a call funnel or however you best contact their lead, you want to do it within the first 5 minutes. So do yourself a favor, set up some internal notifications so when a lead comes through, either yourself, your setter, and just your general sales team will contact that lead within the first 5 minutes, just like that. So naturally you have automations of emails and SMS going out to this lead, but then you also want to get on the phone with them, have an appointment setting call, discovery process, and then book them in for a sales call. So for the email specifically, day one, I just said immediate email with offer details. Day two, social proof emails with client testimonials. Day 4 to 5, limited bonuses to push, those fence sitters. And then day 7, just final reminders, sort of a cutoff point, and build that urgency again so they actually take action on booking a call. So yeah, your profit multiplier. This framework, firstly, super important, most important part, tighten your ICP. If you don't have an ICP, your messaging and positioning is going to be scrambled. And like I said, that's the waterfall effect. So domino effect from that point on, everything else clicks into place. So once you understand who you're talking to, your messaging and positioning is super clear, then you can build an irresistible offer around your ICP. What are their current pains and problems? And build a solution around that. Then you can create your compelling ads that will actually convert, build out your solid foundations for your follow-up systems. And this is what separates business owners who scale from those who stay stuck. So just some homework for you guys. So take the next 1 to 2 hours right after this video, go into a Google Doc, write out some of the qualification factors of your ICP and clearly define them, right? This is going to help everything else. Now, if you're a coach, consultant, or high ticket business owner watching this and you want help building profitable ads and building a profitable sales system, just click the link below, book in a call with myself directly. Pretty much gauge where you're currently at with your business, see if you're a good fit and where we can help, and go from there. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.